What? What? Huh? Huh? We back? Oh, we back? Oh. Hey, turn that. Yeah, I know that thing is on, baby. Welcome to another episode of RjeezyTV. We're here with episode 8 for y'all, man. And, you know, I would consider this the quiet before the storm, okay? Quiet before the storm. There wasn't a lot of college football this weekend. You know, we're getting ready, loaded up for the bowl games and the playoffs. So I would consider this quiet. NFL, we had a nice slate. College, though, I mean, hey, no games, but we still have stuff going on. You know what I mean? I hope you had a good week, man. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, brother. Pay that rent. It's right below. Subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you always know when I'm posting. We got a new episode for y'all every week, man. Stay tuned. Let's get right into it, though. I said it wasn't a big game week in terms of college football, but we did have the college football awards. And boy, did it spark a lot of controversy. Now, first off, with these awards, we're going to start with the biggest one of them all, the Heisman. Fernando Mendoza, quarterback for Indiana, he won the Heisman, but I'm not going to lie, he swept. He won the Heisman. He won Player of the Year. He won Best Quarterback. He won Best Senior Quarterback. He was going all over the place, man. But he did win the Heisman. If I'm being truthfully honest, this had to be one of the most underwhelming Heisman races in a while. Like, it's been a minute since it's been like this boring. I feel like it's because the Heisman itself, like the award, is like 50% hype, if we're being honest. Because there be players with way better seasons who don't even get close to the Heisman. They're not even a finalist. So I get it. It's like 50% hype. And honestly, nobody had the hype this year. Nobody had the juice. My vote was Diego Pavia, quarterback at Vanderbilt, but he didn't get it. He was close. He came in second, but he didn't get it. They gave it to Fernando Mendoza. And honestly, I think it's because after he beat Ohio State the way that they did in the championship game for the Big Ten, that might have signed, sealed, and delivered that thing right to the Heisman voters, if I'm being honest. But when he did win it, Diego Pavia, he posted on his Instagram right after, him and all his homeboys, he said, on the post, he said, fuck all the voters, ... but family for life. Thumbs down. Now, a couple things. First off, Diego, that PR is a motherfucker, man. That PR is a motherfucker. You do not want to get on the bad side of coaches, fans, because you're the darling right now. You went to Vanderbilt, brother. Nobody was checking for Vanderbilt. You got them competitive. You was out there doing your thing 2 years in a row. You beat Bama last year. You had a great season this year. You're the media darling right now. You know what I mean? You're the white boy who got a little swagger to him. You know they love that. They love to appropriate. Don't give them a reason to hate you, brother. Because what you don't want to do is make enemies out of the people that you're going to have to come around and kiss their ass later on. And the Heisman voters are directly connected to everybody else. Because the Heisman is it is the biggest award in college football. You can't say fuck all the voters, bro. Do you know how many people you saying fuck you to? It's a lot of people who vote on that Heisman. And a lot of people who have some say in that Heisman. You want to be a little careful. If I'm being honest. You want to be a little careful. I get it. You could have said that to the homies in private. Don't post that, though. You're in the media. Like, you're a public persona now. You not with the homies just kicking it at the crib and only like your college teammates and homies at the crib gonna see this. No. This is the Heisman. It's going to be the world. And now you're getting talked about. And it was a bad move, if I'm being honest. And you know it was a bad move. Diego Pavia, since then, he done came out and apologized for it because he needs that PR. But, buddy, the deed has been done. Best believe, when you get to that combine and pro day and all those draft interviews happen, please believe they are asking about this. and they're going to be on your ass something tough. Because they need an answer for this, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, they're going to ask you about it, and you know it's going to be bad. But hey, I hope you learned your lesson. If you are a college athlete, hell, high school athlete, please believe everybody is watching your social media. If you going to fuck up on social media, please believe all your coaches going to see it. All the coaches around the country going to see it. If you're trying to get recruited out of high school right now, if you're a high school person listening to this, or you have anybody in your life that plays high school sports, please get it into their brains. Coaches watch all of that shit. All of it. Even if your page private, please believe they be like private investigators. They can get into your shit and see everything. So please beware of what you're posting online. Diego, I hope you learned your lesson, brother. There's a lot of awards. The only other one that really mattered to me is Mekhi Lemon, receiver for USC, baby. Didn't I tell y'all? Now, I called this. I've been calling this for about the last 4-5 episodes. Mekhi Lemon was going to win the Biletnikoff Award. What happened? He won the Biletnikoff Award. Best receiver in college football. He had the most yards in the country. He had double-digit touchdowns, most yards per catch. He was the best receiver in football this year. If I'm being truthfully, it's not even up for debate. He put up the best stats on one of the most explosive offenses in the country. What happens? He wins that Biletnikoff. Touchdown, baby. Fuck are we talking about? And he declared for the draft. In my opinion, I think he is a top 15 pick in the draft. I don't think he makes it past 15 because there are going to be teams who need receivers in that top 15. Please believe he will be the first receiver off the board this year. For sure. And that's because Jeremiah Smith still got another year in football. But, yeah, he wins that Biletnikoff, man, and takes that home. Congrats to him. We always love to see USC brother shining. Huh? Speaking of somebody who is not shining, he's actually shitty right now, brother. Now, we just talked about this last episode. We just talked about something very similar. Look, Ohio University, not Ohio State, not the Buckeyes, Ohio University, green school with the Bobcats, right? Ohio University fires their head coach, Brian Smith. He was having a romantic relationship with an undergrad student, and he was also alleged to be intoxicated in public events around the team. Boy, he has been relieved of his duties with cause, just like Sharon Moore was last week, which means his ass is not getting paid. Now, he's not getting paid as much as Sharon Moore was. Sharon was getting $5 million a year. His is 2.5 mil. Now I said that's not as much as Sharon Moore. That's still a goddamn lot of money. God damn. 2.5 mil over some. I just talked about this last week with Sharon Moore. Control your lust. To all my young brothers out there, control your lust. Now, I don't have to go into the race car because this was a white man, right? And I also don't have to go into the cheating on your wife thing because, according to him and his wife have been separated since earlier this year. So he wasn't cheating on his wife. They haven't been together, right? However, you are too goddamn grown, too goddamn old to be having relations with an undergrad student. Too goddamn old. I think he's in his 40s. How old is Brian Smith? We have the internet. Let's see. How old is Brian Smith? 45 years old. He was born in 1980. Now, everybody has been to, if you've been to college, hell, if you haven't been to college, everybody knows if you're an undergrad in college, your age range, because they don't say how old the girl is, but your age range in college, undergrad, is like 17, 18 to like 22, maybe 23. This man is 45. What the hell are you doing? This girl is young enough to be your daughter. She's young enough to be your daughter. And you control your lust, fellas. This is another man right now who couldn't control his shit. And on top of that, you publicly intoxicated around team events? What the? First off, that'll blow your drunkenness already. That's blowing your buzz because you got to be on edge now. Now all your teammates is looking at you. All your coaches is looking at you like, hell no. Who wants to be intoxicated? And now look. His attorney was like, Ohio University doesn't have a policy against dating undergrad students. So he shouldn't get reprimanded for that. And he also tried to say that the university publicly promotes alcohol brands and drinking, like when they're at social events, coaches and shit have drinks and all that. So it's not uncommon to be drunk. Now, in the legal world, they talking legality right now because he's getting fired and they taking his check. So in the legal world, you may have an argument, right? Good thing I'm not in politics. I'm not in legality world, man. Your ass is nasty. Respectfully. Actually, no, not even respectfully. Your ass is nasty. If you 45 dealing with a 20-something-year-old, and please don't, if she got a 1 in front of her age in any capacity, if she got a 1 in front of her age in any capacity, look at me. You're a fucking sicko. You're already a sicko, but don't let her have a 1 in front of her age. Because then I'm going to call you another word. And we all know what it is. Starts with a P. Huh? Stop doing this shit. That's another man. Another one bites the dust. And I hope your ass get everything that's coming to you. Because that's nasty, bro. I don't even got to go too much deeper into that. I ain't even got to go too much deeper. Hey, man, before we get into the NFL, right? We didn't have any games this week, right? We didn't have any games. However, the playoffs are about to start this weekend, which means it's time for us to predict what's about to happen, baby. Now, they have a whole little simulator that you could do, right? Boom. Bow, bow, bow. We gonna predict some college football games. If I'm being honest, I don't feel like this whole bracket. And if you're a betting person, shit, bet on me. Now look, check it out. Starting this weekend, man. First round, we got James Madison versus Oregon. I'm telling you right now, Oregon is about to curb stomp them. Respectfully. I got Oregon. Boom, let's pick that, right? Boom. Texas Tech got a bye. So which means Oregon and Texas Tech going to be round 2. I'll come to that in a second. Alabama is traveling to Oklahoma. That is on Friday night, 5 p.m. Now, Oklahoma beat Alabama already this season. I saw a stat, though. Alabama has not lost to the same team twice in a season since like the 50s. It's been something crazy like that, like since like the 50s or the 60s or something. If I'm being honest, man, I'm a ride with tradition. Now, Oklahoma cool, but when Oklahoma beat them the first time, it was still close, and Oklahoma was playing out of their minds. I don't think that they got that same muster. I got Bama. I honestly have Bama over Oklahoma. I got them with the upset, right? So that'll leave Alabama, Indiana in the Rose Bowl. Cool. Tulane travels to Ole Miss. That's on Saturday, 12:30. I have, even though Lane Kiffin is gone, Lane Kiffin at LSU right now. They got their interim head coach. I think he was the offensive coordinator or something like that. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. Ole Miss is beating Tulane. They already beat them once this season. They spanked that ass once again. I got Ole Miss. Fuck it. That leaves Ole Miss, Georgia, round 2. Sugar Bowl. Okay? Now, last round 1 matchup. This is in the morning. First game of Saturday morning. Miami travels to College Station, Texas A&M. I already know Texas is going to be off of their fucking rocker. I got Texas A&M. I already know it's going to be so goddamn loud in that stadium, bro. And even though Texas A&M had a couple blunders at the end of the season, I still think they're going to get the job done against Miami at least. And you know Miami, they got in off some whimsical shit over Notre Dame and BYU. I got Texas A&M, which leaves Texas A&M, Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. Now, second round. This is when shit starts to get tricky. Oregon, Texas Tech, Capital One Orange Bowl. As much as I want to say Oregon, right? Texas Tech, man, their defense is out of their minds. That boy Rodriguez, the linebacker, he won best linebacker in the nation. He won that award this season. I got Texas Tech, man. They're rolling on all cylinders. I got them. They making it to the Peach Bowl. They making it to the semifinals. Now, Alabama, Indiana. Hey, bro, Indiana, man. I don't see them losing right now. I really don't. Low key, not even low key. In the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, give me Indiana, man. Fuck it, I got Indiana. Now we got All-State Sugar Bowl. SEC matchup, Ole Miss, Georgia. 3 versus 6. Now in this particular matchup, this is where you need Lane Kiffin. Because this is where you need to really let your nuts hang. They don't got it, though. They nuts going to be tight off that. They're going to be great. You beat Tulane. I don't think you beat Georgia, though. Georgia's defense is out of their minds. And if you don't have Lane Kiffin there to call plays, give me them Bulldogs. Now we got the Cotton Bowl, Texas A&M, Ohio State. Texas A&M, you put up a good run, you're not beating the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are on a whole different goddamn level at this current moment. Now, where we stand at, our semifinals looking like this, right? Peach Bowl, we got Texas Tech, Indiana. Fiesta Bowl, we got Georgia, Ohio State. It seems crazy to say, are we going to see a Big Ten championship be the national championship? I don't know. Can I honestly say, now Texas Tech, Indiana, I could honestly say I think Indiana could take that, right? I want Indiana to take that. I have a feeling Indiana could take that. With that being said, give me Indiana. I honestly just think Indiana's too stacked right now to be beat just on paper. If I'm looking on paper, now if they show me some shit during the playoffs that I don't like, I reserve my right to change my answer. But as of right now, I got Indiana in the national championship. Who would have thought? Huh? Georgia, Ohio State. Now look. As much as I love Ohio State, I feel like in my heart of hearts, I do not think they could repeat with the gauntlet that is college football playoffs. I get they have one of the best teams in the nation, yes. But do I think they could get back to the chip? If I'm being honest, man, I think Georgia could take this. Now, Gunnar Stockton, you're going to have to play out of your fucking mind. I don't even know if I could do that with the most confidence. Hell no, man. I'm going with my gut. Ohio State, bro. Okay, y'all can make it. Now, this shit right here. If I'm correct, and it's Indiana, Ohio State in the chip, boy, Indiana gets the dub. Hoosiers are your national champions of the 2026 college football playoffs. I want y'all to screenshot this bracket so at the end of the season, y'all can say, I'm the one who put you on to the motherfucking winning squad, boy. Huh? And if you want to, go ahead and fill out your bracket. Send them in the comments, man. Tell me who you think is winning the national championship. Nigga. What you got going on, man? And I look forward to this weekend too. You see the matchups that we got this weekend. Boy, it's gonna be a great weekend of college football. Cause when the playoffs come, shit get real spicy. Shit get real spicy. Everything on the line. Win or go home, baby. Win or go home. Talking about a motherfucking win. On to NFL, man. 49ers fresh off the bye week. They come against the Titans. They got a week off. Much needed rest. They haven't been this restful in a very long time. A week 14 bye week. And they beat the hell out of the Titans. 37-24. Brock Purdy showed out. He had 295 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Christian McCaffrey scored. Juwan Jennings had him some. George Kittle had him one. Our offense is firing on all cylinders. The problem is our defense, dude. Our defense. Now, people have been asking me. I have had a couple people ask me, do I think that the 49ers are going to make it to the Super Bowl? The fan in me wants to believe that, yes, we could always make it to the Super Bowl, right? The football analyst in me won't let my heart do it, dude. And the reason is our defense has so many holes that get covered up by our offense and the fact that we're playing bum teams right now. Because it's the Titans, bro. We should not be giving up 24 points to the Titans, considering the talent that they lack and the talent that we have. Even with our injuries, bro, we should not be giving up 24 to the Titans at all. And we've had games like this where, yes, our offense balls the hell out, puts up hella points on the board, but our defense, bro, we can't get sacks, we can't get turnovers. That's where we lack at. And if I look at the score, if I look at the box score, right? Let me see. So, on the box score, the entire game, bro, we played the Titans. The Titans are terrible. The Titans have 2 wins on the season, 12 losses. We had 0 sacks, and we had 0 turnovers. What the fuck are we supposed to do with that? Dude. We only had 2 pass breakups. Only 3 QB hits on the whole game. Their offense is garbage. Their offensive line is garbage, and we still cannot touch the quarterback. That will get exposed in the playoffs when we play teams who could actually pass protect and move the ball and put the ball in the end zone. And don't let our offense have a bad day. Our defense is getting torched. We've seen it already. When we played the Rams, our offense couldn't do nothing. What happened? We got fucking blown out the water. The game was over before it started. So I love the Niners, man. I'm always going to rep for them. I'm going to keep repping for them until I can't no more. But I got to call a spade a spade. Bro, if y'all don't get this defense figured out, it's going to be embarrassing when we play a good team in the playoffs. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm keeping it a beam. We need Nick Bosa and Fred Warner back ASAP. Think about all the defensive players we let go in the offseason and that we've lost to injury. We lost Travarius Ward. We lost Dre Greenlaw. We lost Talanoa Hufanga. Oh, that's just free agency. Those are 3 all-pros. What the hell? Then, Nick Bosa, out for injury. Fred Warner, out for injury. Not to mention the other plethora of injuries we've had. Brian Huff, all the plethora of injuries on defense, man. The fact that we're sitting here at 10-4 amazes me. But we also had the weakest schedule in the league this year. So is it fool's gold or are we really like that? I guess we'll find out when the playoffs start. We're not going to find out right now because we play the Colts this week. And then we play the Seahawks one more time. And I can't remember who the last game is. But we're not going to find out if we're phony or real right now. But we will find out when we get to the playoffs. We'll find out if this shit is phony or not. Speaking of some phonies, boy. Patriots were up by 21 points. Bills end up coming right on back and beating them 35-31, man. What can I say? Josh Allen, brother, you got it, bro. I counted you out on this game in particular. I thought the Patriots had your number. I mean, shit, it wasn't like I was wrong. Like, they was beating your ass. And then all of a sudden, shit just happened. Boy, second half, New England only scored one time. Of those 31 points, they only got 7 of them things in the second half. That's how you want to play. If you're Buffalo, you want to come out after halftime. We put up points. You don't. You see what happens, man. That keeps them alive. Right now, it's neck and neck to see who's gonna win the division. Right now, Patriots 11-3, Buffalo Bills 10-4. So, Patriots, if you want to win the division, you cannot lose no more. You cannot lose, because then shit gonna get tricky, and then it's gonna come down to tiebreakers and whatnot. Same thing with Buffalo. Buffalo, if you want to win the division, you cannot lose no more, and you better hope that the Patriots lose one. For real, for real. For real, for real. If I'm being honest, though, I think the Patriots could take that. The Patriots, their team is good. Like, their team is solid. They're just new to winning right now with this new regime. But when Tom Brady and Bill Belichick left, they were in the dud. They were in the gutter. So they getting back to, winning football. So it's gonna be some bumps and bruises. I understand. But you just got to keep winning, and we'll see where you go. Speaking of some niggas who they can't stop winning. They just keep winning. All they do is fucking win. Rams and the Seahawks, bro, they both won this week. And I need them to stop doing that shit. Rams beat the Lions 41-34, and the Seahawks beat the Colts 18-16. This is a problem for us because the 49ers are quite literally this close to getting the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Now, I will say this. If we get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, shit can get, shit can get a little different. Because it makes it just much easier to get there. But Rams and Seahawks right now cannot stop fucking winning, dude. And it's making it hard for us. Bro, when we look at the playoffs, the Rams and the Seahawks both have 11 wins. We got 10. Dude, it's too stacked for a division. How do we have 3 of the best records in the league and we're in the same division? Stop. Can somebody please get a dub? Jesus, beat them. I'm tired of seeing the Seahawks and the Rams win. Beat them, please. I need it to happen. They actually play each other this week. I need the Seahawks to lose, but the Seahawks are home. I got the Seahawks winning the game, but hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully they just lose. Because if the Seahawks lose, if the Rams beat the Seahawks this week, that means that the 49ers control their own destiny. They win out, they get number 1 seed in the playoffs. However, if the Seahawks win, they control their destiny, and they put themselves at the number 1 seed currently. If they win, they better fucking not. I hope not. But hey, at this point, I don't play in the NFL, so I'm just a fan at this point, seeing what's gonna happen. In some other news, though, in losing fashion in both regards, actually, Patrick Mahomes and Micah Parsons both tear their goddamn ACL, boy. They falling off the bone. Now, Patrick Mahomes, he tore his shit in a loss to the Chargers. Chargers beat them 16-13. And then Micah Parsons, he tore his shit in a losing fashion as well. Broncos had beat the Packers 34-26. Now, here's my thing, though. Both of them tore their ACL, right? We've been having this problem, and I don't know why. ACLs them motherfuckers be popping like candy, bro. Like, legitimately, they be rubber, boy. They be going like bubble gum. And I don't know why. When I was growing up, the technology has advanced so far, because when I was growing up, an ACL injury, bro, your ass is done. And you tear ACL, early 2000s, early 2010s, you tear your shit, it's spooky for you, bro. You never gonna be the same. You're not coming back the same. You're not coming back putting up the same type of numbers unless you motherfucking Adrian Peterson. That was the only one. He tore his ACL, and 9 months later, that nigga's almost breaking the record. So it's like, unless you an alien like him, everybody else though, if you was tearing your ACL, it was donezo. Now people tearing their ACL coming back, no problem, putting up career numbers and shit after that. So that's one. At least the technology in regards to repairing your ACL has advanced far beyond that barbaric shit that they were doing decades ago. But the uptick in ACL tears in recent memory has been insane, bruh. It's actually been insane because that's a non-contact injury. If I tear my ACL, I could do that shit just running, which you see a lot of people do. Like, it used to be on some shit like, oh, you would tear your ACL, like maybe somebody tackled you wrong at a crazy angle, you fell crazy. You know what I mean? Obviously, you could tear it non-contact, but now it's like non-contact injuries be so prevalent in the league, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. We tear ACLs more than like broken bones or fractured bones, shit like that. Like how? And we play a contact sport. All the contact injuries are some shit that it just comes and goes, right? These ACLs, what the hell? Now, part of the reason people keep tearing their goddamn ACL is because these NFL teams do not want to pay for grass. We should not be playing on no goddamn turf. Now, if you playing high school ball, maybe even a little college ball, yeah, okay, we could play on some turf, right? You got them Bambi legs, some fresh new ACL, some fresh new ligaments in your legs and shit. The likelihood that you're gonna really tear your shit is not as high. Also because the speed that you're running and the speed them NFL niggas is running is completely different. We talking about world-class speed and just regular speed on the block, right? These niggas is running 4.2, 4.3, 4.4s and then stopping on a dime. No. ACL gone like that. Next thing you know, your shit pop like a rubber band. We don't like those, right? So that's main one. Y'all need to stop playing on this goddamn turf. NFL always talks about player safety, player safety, player safety. We want to make the safety of the players the forefront of the league and yada, yada, yada. We going to give you the big ass shell turtle helmets and shit like that. And we going to give you the goddamn new face mask that make you look like a Power Ranger and shit. But you can't get no goddamn grass. You talk about player safety, nigga, y'all shit's tearing off the goddamn bone. Every season, a star player lose the rest of their season to an ACL. Hell, Nick Bosa got his shit torn twice. Both times on some bullshit ass turf. Odell Beckham lost his career to some goddamn ACLs on some bullshit turf. Patrick Mahomes, bro, this is the star player in the league. He is the star player of the league. I want to tell you right now, the NFL, how much you want to bet? Now that Patrick Mahomes tore his shit, they going to do the most extensive research to try to get this shit handled. We know how they go. The NFL be so bullshit. All of a sudden, they going to be ready to go. But prayers up to them, man. Michael Parsons, Patrick Mahomes, y'all were having a great season. Maybe not so much Patrick Mahomes in terms of the winning side, but you were still putting up stats, bro. With the talent you had out there, because your talent ain't the same right now. They need to get you some help. But Michael Parsons, bro, prayers up to you, man. You got traded this year, and your team that you got traded to, the Packers, y'all was doing well. You have a legitimate shot at competing for a title. So I hope y'all recover, man. Hate to see guys go down like that, especially with ACL injuries, man, because you can't do shit about it. There's no doubt that you're out the rest of the season. So, man, tough, man. I hope y'all get through that shit. And hopefully the NFL can invest in some real goddamn grass fields for everybody, not just select teams. Get some regulations to this shit. And then maybe, just maybe, we can get some better, injury prevention. Huh? Let's get to these game picks, man. And then we'll be out of here. Quick one today. You know what I mean? Not too much going on. Slow news week. Not a lot of games. But please believe we got a weekend full of amazing football to come. Starting off Thursday night, Rams Seahawks, man. Seahawks home. I got them winning the game. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they prove me wrong. But Seahawks, hey, man, y'all defense is playing lights out. Y'all got one of the best lines in the league. Let's get to it. Eagles at Commanders. I got the Eagles blowing the doors off of them. Commanders don't have either quarterback. I don't even think Marcus Mariota is going to play again. So, yeah, definitely Eagles. Packers at Bears. They just played 2 weeks ago. God damn. Well, I got Bears. The Packers won last time they were home. I got the Bears at home. Fuck it. I think they could split. Bills at Browns. Even though it's Shador time, I got the Bills, bro. The Browns as a team, not it right now. Definitely not it. Chargers at Cowboys. I got the Chargers. Chiefs at Titans. Hey, man. No Patrick Mahomes. Fuck it. Give me the Titans for the upset. Hey, for real, if Titans beat the Chiefs, it's some bullshit. But, hey, give me the Titans, man. Bengals at Dolphins. That's Dookie on shit. Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, I didn't even mention. Tua Tagovailoa is benched. They benched him for Quinn Ewers. That's sad, man. Because Tua's a good quarterback, bro. He just got all them goddamn concussions, and then he goddamn dislocated his hip. Like, those are some major injuries, bro. Prayers up to Tua, man, because people try to shit on Tua like he's a bad quarterback, bro. Before he got all those concussions, he was good. When he was at Alabama, he was great. When he first got to the Dolphins, he was great. He just goddamn, like, bro, y'all saw what happened to him. We don't have to relive all those goddamn injuries, but when bro was seasoned up and his arms was, nah, bro. Y'all not finna sit here and play me like Tua wasn't that guy before he got injured. But they benched him. Quinn Ewers is taking over the reins. So, give me the Bengals. Jets at Saints. Give me the Saints. Vikings at Giants. I'll take the Vikings, man. Giants are dookie. Now, Bucks Panthers. They just played a couple weeks ago. Bucks have been utterly disappointing, considering the start that they had to the season. I thought they was gonna be competing for a title. Hell no. They're back to 7-7, just like the Panthers. With that being said, I got the Panthers, bro. Buccaneers been pissing me off. Now, Jags Broncos. This actually is a good matchup because the Jaguars are 10-4. Who would have thought? With that being said, though, man, Broncos are home, and they are playing lights out right now. They are one of the best teams in the league. Falcons at Cardinals. Give me the Falcons. Kirk Cobains. Steelers at Lions. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, I need you to go off crazy. It's fantasy football playoffs, baby, and I got you. I need you to go for 40. Give me a 40 ball. Raiders at Texans. Give me the Texans. Give me C.J. Stroud, IE native. Rancho Cucamonga native. Gotta love him. Gotta rep for the town. Patriots at Ravens Sunday Night Football. I got the Patriots, man. Ravens, y'all defense is so garbage. I don't know why, but your defense is so garbage. And I think the Patriots will do a number on y'all. And then Monday night, I told you already, we got 49ers at Colts. I have the Niners. The Colts are not they don't have Daniel Jones. And Phillip Rivers is old as shit. So hopefully we can, throw some looks at him, expose that a little bit, and see how we go. 49ers, I need y'all to really do this. Pull this out for me. But those are our game picks of the week, man. Listen, we have a good week coming up. We have some big games. Playoffs start for college football. Go ahead and pour you up a nice Coca-Cola. If you're an alcohol drinker, go ahead and pour you up a shot. When the games kick off Saturday morning, when the games kick off Friday night with the playoffs, go ahead and take that to the headphone and say RjeezyTV when you do it. RjeezyTV, baby. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like this video. I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in if you made it this far. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.